everybody. Press statement by Toshoa's and indigenous community representative on matters of concern. First of all, we would like to thank the Alliance for Change AFC for giving us the opportunity to make known to the media and the general public some concerns we have. Because we live far from the city, we seldom have chance to share our plight to the Guyanese people. We are, however, aware that the government of the day is telling the world that because of their efforts, all is well with the indigenous communities. Our brothers and sisters, this is not true. If you do not believe us, we invite you to visit our communities, speak to our villagers, and see for yourself, and then come back and report to the nation. The low carbon development strategy. We, the indigenous communities, agree with all efforts to preserve the environment. In fact, we have been doing this since time immemorial. And while we would like to support the LCDS, we feel betrayed by the government. The government did not take the time to educate us adequately on the project. Some of the communities had a one-off 3-hour meeting at the best, while others had none. They told us for more information we could go to their website. In most of our communities, we do not see a newspaper in months, much less to have access to computers and the internet. We are ignorant of what the LCDS is all about and how it affects us. What we disagree with is that the government is telling Norway and others that the indigenous peoples were consulted and have consented to the LCDS. Again, I said this is not true. Gifts of solar panels. At our Amerindian Heritage Month celebration in September 2011, the President promised that he will give solar panels to 10,000 indigenous communities over the next 3 years. Even though he did not discuss it with us to have our opinions, we welcome the promise, while some communities got many still do not. Communities that have received complains that the panels are very small and can only power 2 bulbs, which is grossly inadequate, and most of the solar panels that we receive in Arab village, all of them are not working up to date. Land demarcation. Many indigenous communities are still not satisfied with the description of the land as it relates to size. While some communities were forced in the past to accept demarcation, others have taken a stand not to. We want our boundaries to be redefined based on our description and not the government's. The land is ours. We were the first to be here. We are Guyanese first people. The National Toshoa's meeting. We want to put on record our total disappointment with the deliberations at the National Toshoa's meeting, which was held from July 25 to 29, 2011. To us, it was political talk shop to persuade Toshoa to support the TPPC government. We are concerned that the chairperson of the National Toshoa Council seems to be representing the wishes of the TPPC instead of the indigenous people for which she was elected. It was very evident that the priority was given to Toshoas who were in support of the government, and those that wanted to raise real matters of concern were sidelined. What was shocking was her emphasizing that all Toshoas should sign resolution on the fast track of the LCDS funds. There was not time to look at the resolution properly or discuss it among ourselves, but we were asked to sign. What was further disturbing was that she started to disclose publicly the names of Toshoas who refused to sign. We are not prepared to sign any resolution. We understand unless we understand its implication. Social services, all of us, to make it known that we still have grave problems with 1. The cost of living in our communities, 2. Proper running of our schools, 3. Health facilities, 4. Communication and thus access to information, and 5. Transportation. Finally, we want to thank the Alliance for Change once again for arranging this press conference for us to air our views. After speaking to the party leader, reading their nightly newspapers and action plans, we believe that the AFC's vision captures the concern of the indigenous people of Guyana. In this regard, we would like to endorse and pledge our support to the Alliance for Change party to become the next government of Guyana comes election 2011.